Welcome, and let's solve this equation together. This is what we call system of equations because we have two equations and we are working with two variables. Let me teach you how to solve this and let's do that together. So we're going to begin with our solution. So this is what we have. X plus y is equal to 6 and xy is equal to 100. Now solving this simultaneously, we can call this equation 1 and this is equation 2. So what do? We can choose to make x or y subject from either of the equations. So I want to make y subject from equation 1. So I can say from equation 1, make y subject. You can make any one subject. So if you do that, we are going to have, so this gives us x plus y, let's repeat this, is equal to 6. So if you are making y subject, we are taking this to the right side. It's positive, so you are subtracting from both sides. So we are going to have y will give us 6 minus x. So this is our y value. Let's plug this y value in equation 2. To do that, we are going to have, if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for choosing to learn through us. It means a lot. If you are still new, hit that subscription button. We have a lot to give to you. And if you find this interesting, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Let's keep doing this. So we're going to now have substitute. So we are now substitute y into equation 2. So when you do that, we are going to have x into our y is 6 minus x is equal to 100. Now what do? Distribute this into the bracket. So we're going to now have 6x. This will give us negative x squared is equal to 100. I don't want to work with negative, so I'm going to move this to the right side. This is positive, this one is negative. So if you take it to the right, take this to the right. When you do that, this place you are left with 0 is equal to, this becomes positive x squared. This one becomes negative 6x, then plus 100. Now remember, if you have a is to be equal to b, it's also the same as b is equal to a. So we can rewrite this to have, so this is going to give us x squared minus 6x plus 100 is equal to 0. Now what do? This has led you to quadratic equation. So we're going to use our formula method, and we have it that x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared. Let's write this one. So this is what we have, minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now what do? Remember that your a is the coefficient of your x squared. So our a here is 1, our b is negative 6, and our c is 100. Let's plug this in the formula to have. Plugging this in the formula, we have x is equal to negative of, our b is negative 6 plus or minus square root of negative 6 squared minus 4 multiplies, our a is 1 and our c is 100. Let's adjust this. So I'm multiplying this by 100 and is divided by 2 times 1. Simplify this, x is equal to, this will give us positive, this will give us 36, then multiply this, you have negative 400 divided by 2. Keep solving. This is the same as x is 6 plus or minus square root, subtract this, you have negative 364 divided by 2. Is also the same, x is 6 plus or minus, this is the same as negative 1 multiplied by this divided by 2. And remember, for every root of a multiplied by b, it is root of a multiplied by root of b. So if you apply it here, we have x is 6 plus or minus root of negative 1 multiplied by square root of 364, and this is divided by 2. Now what do next? Each time you have square root of negative 1, it's always represented with an imaginary unit I. So this is the same as I multiplied by square root of 364 divided by 2. Now you observe there is a perfect square in this. This is not the simplified form. So let's bring out that perfect square to have. Now for 364, you know that 364, 2 can divide this to give us 1. Here will give us 8. This is 2. 2 here is 91. 91 is a prime number, so only 91 can divide to give 1. And because it's square root, you just pair. So pair this and take 1 out, and this will remain in the root. For simplifying this, it means you are going to have 2, then this will remain in the root. So let's apply it here, and that's going to give us x is equal to 6 plus or minus I 2 root 91 divided by 2. Now use this denominator to divide each numerator. X gives us 6 on 2 plus or minus I multiplied by 2 root 91 divided by 2. This divides this, we have 3. So we have x is equal to 3 plus or minus, this will cancel. We have I root 91. And this gives us the first and second value of x. Now we're going to plug these two values of x on our equation we left behind to get their corresponding y values. Let's do that together to have. So recall, we said y is 6 minus x. So we now have when x, first value of x is 3 plus I root 91. Let's get the corresponding y value. So we are going to have y is 6 minus, remember this is an expression, so put it in brackets. So we have this root 91. Now what do? Y will give us 6. To open up this is as much as using -1. It's the same thing. So just use it to distribute to open up the bracket. So this gives us -3. This gives us negative I root 91. And when you subtract this, it gives you 3. So this gives us the first value of y is 3 minus I root 91. So we now have it for the first value of y and its corresponding y value. We have for x, we have 3 plus I root 91. And its y value is 3 minus I root 91. So let's get the remaining value of y. And I hope you've already given us a thumbs up. Thank you, and let's keep doing this to have. To get the second value of y, we have when x, second value of x is 3 minus I root 91. We are going to have y is, remember our y, so we are going to have 6 minus, this is an expression, so 3 minus I root 91. So this gives us y is 6. Open up this, you have -3. This will become positive. So this is what you have. Subtract this, you are going to have y. That's the second value of y. Will give us 3 plus I root 91. Let's bring this together. So we now have it that for the second value of x and its corresponding y is equal to 3 minus I root 91 and 3 plus I root 91. So this is what we have. Now remember the first value of the first set we have. This is what we have. So let's bring it together. 3 plus I root 91 and 3 minus I root 91. So these are the two sets of your x and y values. Now we're going to plug this value on the left side to see if it gives us back these values. Now when you look at the two answers, you observe that these two answers are the same. Your first value of x is your second value of y, and your first value of y is your second value of x. So they are the same. You can use any of the sets to do the verification. So we're going to use the set 1 to verify. Let's do that together. And that is the most interesting part. So we're going to have, to verify, we're going to have, for the first equation we are using this set. So we are using x and the y value as 3 plus I root 91 and 3 minus I root 91. So we are having x plus y will give us, let's take the first equation. So we have 3 plus I root 91 plus 3 minus I root 91. So what do? Collect like terms. We have 3 add 3 plus I root 91 minus I root 91. If you add this, it gives us 6. If you subtract this, is gone. So you see that x plus y is giving us 6. And that is what we have in equation 1. Let's also do the same for equation 2. So for equation 2, we now have for xy, we are going to have, this is what we are using, 3 plus I root 91. Remember, these two are multiplying. So we are multiplying 3 minus this. So what do? At this point, you see that these two are the same. Difference is the sign. Just quickly remember, for every a plus b into a minus b is always a squared minus b squared. So we're going to apply this. You see that this is of this form. So let's put it in this form. So we are going to have xy will give us, this is our a and b. So we have 3 squared minus I root 91 squared. So we're going to now have our xy, 3 squared will give us 9 minus, this will be I squared, then root 91 will be squared. Simplifying. So we now have xy is 9 minus, remember your I squared is always negative 1. So we're going to have negative 1. This square will cancel the square root. We are multiplying it with 91. So what do? This is the same as xy is 9. This will multiply this, and also multiply this. When you multiply, it's positive 1. Multiply this, it gives you positive 91. And when you add this to xy, we give us 100. And that is what you have in the second equation. So what does it mean? It means that these sets we have for the x and y values are absolutely correct. And I hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to give this tutorial a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And if you're still new, hit that subscription button. Thank you for choosing to learn through us. I'll see you in my next class. Don't forget to let us know your own method about this in the comments. See you and have a nice day. Bye.